Yep.
Very frustrating game on Tuesday.
You know it's not that big.
Good guy.
You know it's not big.
Good guy.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. This is a match preview for Swansea versus Sunderland on a Saturday. We'll be doing a live stream. It's always a scream. Come along and join us.
It's not always a scream. Sometimes we get beaten. We're right miserable, moody arse bastards.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, and this is the third game of another 3-day week in the Championship. Obviously, we won on Saturday against Stoke.
Yep.
Very frustrating game against Tuesday against Bristol City, which we'll cover shortly, and then obviously finish the week off with Swansea away.
But before we get any further, you know what we're going to say. Hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you're brand new. It costs just nought.
You know, it's Christmas.
Well, then we may as well kick things off with obviously Sunderland versus Bristol City.
Yeah, Tuesday night. I think after the game, I think myself and possibly you at times maybe let our emotions get a bit caught up. I was very frustrated. The second half performance was shocking.
Definitely, yeah.
It really, yeah, definitely. The second half performance was shocking. The first half was good, but we didn't finish out. A couple of good saves from their goalkeeper, and like I say, a bit decision making was a bit iffy or too late, is what I will say. I think game I had a right go, Paddy Roberts. I know he scored the equaliser and all that, but I'm maybe a bit too harsh on his performance. I still don't think he was great. I still think he was taking too many touches and he was taking too long to release the ball. But like I say, he's got an assist and a goal in his last 2 games, which is mint. It's a good comeback. But I think because I know what he's capable of. I mean, I'm a massive Paddy Roberts fan. You know I am. Because I know what he's capable of, and he's an exciting player to watch. I know he can do better. If you know what I mean.
Well, see, this is where opinions differ, and you love different opinions.
Oh, I love it.
I thought he was good when he came on. When he came on as a substitute, I thought he was the threat. I thought he was causing their defence numerous problems. Their centre half coming out the box, and he took. I thought he went down a little bit softly, which a few of our Sunderland players did. I admit, Isidore, but sort of gone down the channel, reaching the penalty area. He went down very. Oh yeah, it does easy. The thing is, for me, mate, I still think we should be beating teams like that. It's Bristol City at home, and we peppered them with shots after shot, but we just weren't clinical. We need to be more composed when it comes to the final shot. Like you were saying about Roberts, when it's that final shot, and it seems as if they just want a bit like the perfect goal, like passing it from side to side to side.
But the thing with Paddy Roberts, we know what he can do. Yes, he takes it past players, but it's his end product. He can take the ball past 5 players. But then his final decision is what's letting him down. You know what I mean? He's taking too long. I mean, there was a perfect example, right? Hume and Roberts on the right-hand side. Hume played the ball to Roberts and then he went sprinting past him on the overlap. And Roberts took 5 touches before he played it. Now, if he played it as soon as Hume passed him, he would have been onside and then Hume would have had a chance to whip the ball in the box. However, but he never, because he took an extra 5 touches. By the time he played it, Hume was offside. Right. Now, I've seen people trying to blame Hume. That's not Hume's fault. No. He's got the momentum to get the speed to get past the defender. Roberts should have knew when to play the ball.
No, I do get what you're saying. At times he can be frustrating. It's just when he did come on, I thought he was bright. And he was lit. That's all right, mate. I'm not going to kick off with you.
No.
I thought, oh, sheesh. Now I'm very surprised he's been told he can find another club basically in January. I'm very surprised that list will come out.
I think it's just a case of we're willing to listen to offers.
For me, he was a threat when he came on. He looked lively. No, he was very direct. The thing with Roberts as well, mate, he had good link-up play with Sheesh.
Yeah, he did.
The little 1-2s, give in the box, give and go. That's what got our goal. So
yeah, it was exactly. I mean,
we need to
see
more
of that
in the team.
I mean, Sheesh did brilliantly.
Oh, he did.
Played the ball and then to take the player on, and then both them players thought he was going to whip the cross in. But Paddy must have communicated with him, or he knew where Paddy was. And instead of whipping the cross in, which both the defenders went to block, he cut it back to Roberts. And then Roberts, I mean, he took a good first touch to get the ball in front of him. And then, make no bones about it, there was no finesse in that. He laces through it, and that's all it needed, and it went in. So
I'm buzzing for him, mate.
He rescued our embarrassment, if you will, because We should not have been that close.
He scored that goal. We were buzzing for him.
Oh, of course. Like I say,
out of all of them, I wanted him to score most because he was coming under a little bit of criticism.
Most of you know what we're like. We will, after certain games, after certain performances, we will have a go in this, that, and the other.
You're allowed.
But I know, it's like I say, it's opinions, but what I have noticed since the last game, or since the last couple of games, is apparently the police are back out where you're not allowed to have opinions. I was getting called all sorts of stuff because I didn't agree with someone. You know what I mean? I mean, like I've said it many times. This should be our slogan. Opinions like arseholes. Everyone's got one.
I'm going to get you a T-shirt for Christmas.
You know what I mean? There's opinions, and then there's people who agree with my opinion, and then there's other people who are all wrong. No, I'm just joking. No, but no, like everyone's got different opinions.
Yeah, no, mate.
People will watch the game and see it in the different perspectives.
And you've got to be listen. Credit to us as well. We're sitting probably the worst seats. Right behind the goal. We haven't got instant replay like most people did when they were watching it from the warm City. I thought it weren't even that cold on Tuesday night.
Wait, to be fair, I was wearing leggings, jeans, basically a like skin type thing, then a t-shirt, then a jumper, then a hoodie, and then a coat.
Well, there you go.
I was taking knee chances.
I had 2 pairs of trousers on, like to be honest. But the Bristol City game, mate, I thought they started really bright. Bristol, they had a few chances. They did. No, they did. I watched it back. They started bright. They had a good spell if you watch it back. Then. Oh my God, Wilson's chance, the header, beautiful ball in, he won the header. The thing is, with me, mate, we're creating chances. I think it's 45 shots at goal we've had in the last 2 games. If we weren't creating chances, then you can worry. Do you know what I mean?
I would have been more extreme with that stat.
Why?
I would have said 78 shots at goal in the last 4 games.
Oh, right. You worked it out like?
And I'm pretty sure there was only something like 11 on target or something different.
I think 15 in the last 2 games.
15 on
That's decent, that one, isn't it?
No.
It is?
No, it's not. Look at how many goals we've scored.
I know, that's true. They need to be more clinical in the final third.
The first half was a decent performance on Tuesday. I thought we controlled the game. I thought we gave them very little in the first half. One thing about you mentioned Isidore's chance of header. Elise, one thing he's done brilliantly is he comes in and he puts min crosses in the box from where he does. But another thing on the first half, Isidore was making runs. He was making runs and he wasn't getting fed the ball. There was a couple of times where Mepham or Neil went to play the ball over the top, and there was twice he nearly got the end of it. And one of the time he brought it down beautifully and then turned around to lead him, but there was nobody up there with him.
This is where opinions are like arseholes.
Yeah.
I thought he weren't big in that clinical striker that we've seen in recent games, like early on in the season. Like
no,
there was times in the box where the balls were coming flashing across, and I was like, "Where's Isidore? Where is he?"
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But like, the ball, I'm not saying he was clinical. He wasn't. He got in the right place once. But I'm saying, like, we controlled the ball and then he turned around, but there was no one up there with him. And then there was another time where Dan Neil had the ball out wide, and he sort of pointed to where he wanted it, but Neil played the ball and it wasn't right there, so he never made the run. And it was a bit frustrating, but I can understand Isidore's frustration because he's making run after run after run, and he's not always getting fed the ball.
It comes to a point where he'll stop making them runs.
Yeah, and that comes down to working on it in the training ground, because I don't like one up front. I never have. And I know we're playing one and then one either side of him, but they're very, very wide. So I know it's a bit tricky when you're going in the middle, but if whoever's going down the right, the person on the left should be tucking in behind him. It's like a second striker type thing.
Mate, I always prefer the traditional 4-4-2, but you very rarely see that in football, you know.
I think we went to 4-4-2 towards the end of the game. When he took Isidore off, he went with Mayenda and Connolly up top. I think Connolly touched the ball once in the last 10 minutes.
Because they went, like he does, he can't like for like. He went he swapped Isidore for Connolly when he should have left Isidore on with Connolly. I think Connolly would be class working with him. But
possibly,
I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, mate, we've got to talk about the defending, the pinball defending for their goal. Because
or as I described it on Tuesday, clusterfuck.
It was definitely a clusterfuck, mate. They just couldn't clear it. Well, Ballard went to clear it. It came off one of their players.
Then it came off Elise, then he couldn't clear it.
And who was marking there, number 15, who scored?
When everyone was just trying to hug around the ball, trying to get rid of it, and then eventually I think Elise poked it away, and it just went to that player. But I'll tell you one thing, though. 09's on the pitch, that goal doesn't go in.
I was just about to say that, and I agree with you.
The goal's on the 09's on the pitch, that goal doesn't go in.
He puts his body on the line for everything.
He's back for Saturday.
And Tommy Watson's
out for 2 months.
That's the only thing really what we're going to take away from the press conference is regarding them two.
One thing we haven't done well, we've never done it well, and this season we're still not doing it well, even though I know one beating at home, but we've lost points at home where we shouldn't have. And
definitely.
We don't adjust our game to teams that come for a point. They're just a part of the bus. And that's what Bristol City did. They came for a point, and then they thought they were going to get all 3. We don't change the way we play. So, and then when they adapted their play on Tuesday night, they were on top of us.
That's what happened, mate. It was literally a smash and grab.
Yeah.
They parked the bus, well, I wouldn't say so much park, but a low block in the first half, like Reggie likes to say. And then they changed the game. Liam Manning done one on Reggie, like he went with more of a high press, and we just couldn't cope with it.
No.
We could not cope with that high press.
And we couldn't, and me and you were complaining about it all the time. I know it's modern football, and playing it out from the back and passing it on the back. There's a time and there's a place, I'm afraid, like, we nearly got caught out so many times just with a high press off Bristol. And yes, I know it's like I've said, it's a modern game, and it's a good way of, you know, drawing them in and then breaking forward, but when we didn't do that, we were passing it about, and then we were getting further and further back, and then we ended up either giving a throw in or losing the ball, and it's frustrating. I'm sorry, like, I know Patterson's distribution's about as good as my freaking dieting, but freaking, but we need to change that as well. We need to look at going forward, because when we're fanning about at the back, we're just inviting them on, and it nearly cost us on Tuesday night.
Well, you're right, mate, it did, and I tell you what, Swansea's goalkeeper, apparently, he's probably one of the best in the league for distribution, so you can just know if they're sticking a low block.
Not Patterson?
No, not Patterson. No. He's called Vix. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. I'm just going to say Vix.
Yeah.
But anyway, we may as well get to Swansea now. We've started talking about them.
Well, have you seen who the sub-keeper is? Who the reserve keeper is?
Oh, no. I seen someone talking about it.
John McLaughlin.
Is it?
Aye.
Oh, I remember McLaughlin, Jesus.
Well, aye.
And anyway, Swansea, they're digging all right, really. They're only, I think they're, 5 points off the automatics behind West Brom.
Well, they're in ninth
automatics,
place in the league.
I meant 6, sorry.
They're in 9th place in the league. They've won 7, drew 6, lost 7. Scored 21, conceded 19. So
2!
No difference of 2. The last 5 games, they've won, drew, won and lost. So they were beaten in the last 4. All the games, one thing I noticed, right, all the games are close. There's one game this season where they won 3-0 against Preston. And then every other game, and I mean every other game, has either been a draw or 1 goal in it. They've either won by 1 or lost by 1.
Well, the games, mate, the last 4 what they've been unbeaten was Plymouth, struggling Luton, Derby newly promoted, and there was the one before that. It was Portsmouth.
Aye.
So it's not as if they've been coming up against teams in the top 6. It's teams who are struggling to perform, especially Plymouth.
Well, they've lost. We're the only team in the top 5, 6 that they've played, and they've lost 1-0 to every single one of them. So now they're playing us. See, as always, they've got a few players to keep an eye on. I had a look at the squad there. They've got quite a good forward line. But like I said, they don't. I mean, they've scored 21 and all, but they have got quite a good forward line where they're all popping in with goals. You've got Liam Cullen. He's got 5 goals and 1 assist. You've got Ronald. Just seems as though it's missing the O. You know what I mean? He's a one-namer, like sure. He's just Ronald.
Pereira.
And he's got 1 goal and 4 assists. And you've got Zan Vipotnik. He's got 3 goals this season. And the captain, Matt Grimes, he's got 2 goals and 1 assist, but he's a real workhorse. Can't even speak. He's a real workhorse in the middle of the park. He controls everything. And he is a good player. He really is. He's good at holding the ball up and letting his forward men do the work up the other end of the pitch.
Well, in their last game, I think Cullen got man of the match and Cabango got in team of the week. So how does that work out?
Mate, that team of the week thing's a load of bollocks.
The EFL team of the week he got in, but he was brick wall at the back for them.
No, but it is a load of bollocks. I've seen it some of the weeks.
You know, I mean.
I said, we'll be watching a game and someone will get man of the match and all that, and then you think, well, hold on, they're not on the team, but he is.
You know.
I'm like, right, hold on.
Some players who's for opposition teams even, where they'll have an outstanding game, they just didn't get the lickings of a dog off them.
I think there was some team that hadn't won it, they hadn't won in 5, and then they drew against one of the top teams, so they had 3 players in the team of the week. I'm like,
but that Cabango's a really, really good centre-half, really. So we'll have to keep an eye on him.
We'll have to be on our form, you know what I mean?
Definitely, it's going to be a hard game.
It's going to be.
The last 2 games, mate, they took 4 points off us last season. Well, they beat us 2-1 at our place, and we drew 0-0, but they had 10 men. And our times have changed. We've different back then.
I think we've beat them once in the last 9 games we've played. 9 times we've
bit
played
of a better stat than that.
I wouldn't.
In the last 22 games, we've only beat them twice. We've lost 11 and drew 9. So these are a bogey team, just like Bristol City were.
They're all freaking bogey teams.
I know, I'm getting sick of it.
I'm sick of playing bogey teams. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game. We need to go down there. Hopefully we'll have a bit fire in our bellies because of what happened on Tuesday.
Oh, they've got
because I watched Robertson's interview after the game and all that, and he wasn't happy. Obviously, he was happy he scored, but he wasn't happy with the fact that they didn't win. He says that he believed they deserved to get the victory, and they know that they should be more clinical in front of goal, which we agree with them.
No, that's all fair enough. Listen, Liam Manning said to the Bristol City players, I want a response from years after the terrible performance against Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Now, I want a response against Swansea because of what we had to watch on Tuesday. Now, the last 10-15 minutes with Ballard's little hit back. Why did he not overhead kick that Ballard? Because he went like that.
He just tried to flick it on.
He nearly scored, didn't he?
But to be fair, I think the keeper made it look more theatrical than what it was like.
If he bicycle kicked it, mate, imagine if that went in, the limbs, would have been class.
We shouldn't have had to wait until the second and third minute of injury time to try and do something.
I was going to say limbs, like the five of us would have been celebrating.
I was going to say, off the crowd, missed the equaliser.
I know. But that's about it. Listen, Swansea's going to be our team, like a game, like they all are really. But they're a Bogey team. We've struggled against them. Just hopefully they can respond after that game on Tuesday.
Yeah, right. Now looking at the Sunderland team, obviously I've covered Roberts, and I've said maybe I was a bit overcritical, but I get frustrated. We're all passionate about our club, and like I say, we all look at things in with a different perspective, or we have a different view on things.
Right.
With Watson being injured, I'm expecting Mayenda and Roberts to keep themselves on either wing. Now, I was frustrated when Watson went off, because I thought Mayenda was playing really well on the right hand side, but then he got pushed over to the left, and Roberts went on the right, so he can cut in and do his usual thing. And I thought Mayenda wasn't as effective on the left as what he was on the right.
I think we've got plenty of cover on that left hand side.
But I've also seen people saying that Mayenda was their man of the match. Online on Facebook and all that, but so everyone looks at things differently.
But mate, I was seats to the help us, where I was sitting in the stadium.
I know they didn't.
They really didn't. But regardless, I thought Mayenda first. To be seen on the match vlog, I said a few times that he wasn't beating the man. He was just checking. But then when he got switched over, he seemed to be much better.
No, see, I think when he was on the right hand side, he was skinning his man. And then at first, I think the back end of this first half, because he looked as though he was injured. I said it at half time on the vlog. He was grimacing in his face and he was like limping a bit. And then he came out second half, and he was better in the second half.
I'd like to see him up front, mate. But then again, what's going to happen with Isidore? You're going to put him out the wing. No. Nick Barnes asked Reggie. Rosen can play there, a bit of out of the box one, but Rosen could even do a job there. But like you say, Rosen hasn't had the lickings of a dog really.
No, not at all really.
Not at all. So I can't say that happening. Now, Sheikh will come into the fold.
Well, I was going to say that for me personally, right? And people will disagree with this, but I think Rigg needs a rest. I'm not saying he's done anything wrong. I just think he looked a bit knackered on Tuesday because he puts himself about. He puts some miles in that kid.
He does.
And I think maybe it could do with giving him a rest. And I think with Sheik's coming on and playing the way he did on Tuesday, I think he'll be full of confidence. So maybe put him on the starting 11 and put Rigg on the bench, give him a bit of a rest, and then bring Rigg on later on.
Well, when he made that assist, and Robert scored, he pointed out to the bench, as if to say, "I'm still here."
Yeah, definitely.
I like Sheikh, I really do.
But I think we've got.
So I think we should try and find a way to fit them in, mate.
Yeah, well, we've got strength in certain positions.
Aye, definitely.
And that position is somewhere where we've got him. So put a deal in, Sheikh in behind Isidore, and let him do what he does. Because we liked him last season, didn't we?
Oh, he was class.
We really did. And then Roberts on my end or on the other side. But Reggie, I know you're going to watch this. Please, every now and again during the game, just swap them over. So you've got Roberts on the left and my end on the right, and then swap them back. Oh, you know what I mean?
He's not going to listen to Nick Barnes. He's not going to listen to you. Barnes, already asked him. He said, "Why don't try switching lower?"
Yeah,
he just give a load of waffle, and you're like, "Oh wait, man, please."
But
Reggie would trust up and out.
Yeah, of course. O'Nine's going to come back in.
Oh, definitely for me. Who are you going to drop then? Are you going to drop Mepham or are you going to drop Ballard? Because Ballard, I thought he brought the ball out of the back really well.
He did. I don't know. I'm not even going to try and predict how he's going to work this. Is he going to have O'Nine on the bench?
You'll not.
I'll bring him on.
Just what are you going to do, mate? What would you want to do? That's what I would just go with.
Well, me personally, I'd play all three of them. I'd play three at the back.
Three at the back?
And I'd play wing backs.
Who would you be wing backs? That's the thing, isn't it? You've got Roberts, obviously.
Sirkin on the left.
Sirkin as your wing back?
Sirkin on the left. And Hume on the right. And then I'd have... Right, hold on. See how many players I've got here.
Oh.
I'd have Mepham, O'Nine and Ballard at the back. And then Sirkin and Hume as wing backs. Then I'd have... How many is that? That's 5, 6. So I've got 5 left. And then I'd have Neil and Job. And then Roberts, O'Shea and Isidore.
Oh, can I say that happened, to be honest, mate?
No. I think I've just named one too many players as well.
I would definitely bring O'Nine in 100%. I'd probably put him alongside It's going to be hard. It's either or for me. Even though I do like Ballard, like you said, he had a chance the way he was bringing the ball out the back and getting it up the pitch. I enjoyed that. And then Mippen's just an absolute.
He's class.
He's very experienced at what he does. He reads the game very well.
Yeah.
He understands the danger. So it's going to be very hard. It's either or for me. But obviously,
like I say, we don't know what he's going to do.
We
know he likes 09. Well, we all like 09. And like we say, I think a lot of people probably agree with us and say if 09's on the pitch, their goal didn't go in on Tuesday.
No, definitely not. He would have tossed his head in the way.
But we'll have to see what happens. It'll be interesting to see. Like I say, we'll be on the live stream. So we'll share it with you when we know.
Well, score predictions, and we may as well go straight on.
I'm going first.
You have to, because I went first last time.
I'm going first, and I'm going to say Sunderland 1-0.
Oh, you bastard. That's what I was going to go for, like, I'm not even going to lie. Now, see, I just want the 3 points. I didn't care if we play absolutely terrible. I just want the 3 points, so I'm just going to go Sunderland 2-1.
Hold on, you've just been...
I know, but
I want a reaction.
I did,
I want a boost. I'm not really bothered if we play crap, I just want the points.
No, well, because I've realised points mean prizes, and I just
All right,
I just want the...
You know.
You know it's not that big.
Good game.
You know it's not big.
Good game.
No, I just want the 3 points, mate. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
You still didn't give a score prediction.
Oh, I said 2-1, didn't I?
Oh, no, you just kept on waffling on about how...
2-1 the lads.
He said 2-1, I'm saying 1-0. Like I say, come and join us along on the live stream on Saturday.
Yep.
There might be a few people watching because for once we're not on Sky.
Are we not?
No, we're not on Sky for once. Bloody hell.
I might even get a couple of cans.
No, I'm not like...
1 or 2 cans.
Well, we'll see.
1 or 2 cans.
We'll see.
Just to watch the game.
Yeah, but
right, that's about it. Hit the thumbs up.
Subscribe if you're new. And we're the lads.